You're now listening to No Gimmicks.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the No Gimmicks podcast here on the DFPN. And we are back with another MPX interview. Programming note, before we jump into this one, all of these interviews, due to demand from the MPX addicts, all these interviews are on audio form at this moment on all the No Gimmicks streaming platforms. So just wherever you listen to your podcast, please search up No Gimmicks Podcast. You'll see the diamond. You'll see us. All of the MPX interviews that we've done so far and this one will be on all streaming platforms. So thank you to the MPX addicts that requested that. Your wish is granted. But this interview, I'm actually kind of surprised that we're going into this interview like this. Cold Day in Hell gave us one big surprise. But this guy, the ace of MPX, he proclaimed it. He is it. It is a fact. However, due to the events of Cold Day in Hell, I'm pretty sure he's not a happy man tonight. But please welcome to the show the former MPX champion, Shady JD Griffey. Sir, thank you for your time. I know you're not happy. You know what? I normally dive into these questions, but we haven't heard from you since Cold Day in Hell. I would like to give you the floor right now and say whatever it is you got to say.
I mean, it's funny now that we face to face. You finally putting some respect on my name. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's always
man. Look, I already done seen some of your streams, and I know you like to placate to whoever the guest is or whatever, what have you. But now that I'm here, don't try to put respect on my name. Now I know what it is. And okay. I know where we at. It's cool. It's cooler, bro. I know where we at. But man, it is what it is, man. I you know where I'm at with it, bro. You know where I'm at with it. I stand with no peers. I have no predecessors, no contemporaries, no successors. I'm one of one. My accolades speak for themselves, even the ones y'all don't want to acknowledge. But I understand why y'all do that. You got a job to do. You can't acknowledge all of my accolades and then hype up some of these guests because they insects next to me. So if you ask me where I'm at right now, you make a lot of Star Wars references. Your emperor has arrived and I am not amused.
You have been paying attention. Okay.
Your emperor has arrived and I am not amused.
Okay. I like that. Respect on that note. But I will give you this. We've never not given you respect. I've always given you a ton of respect. As a matter of fact, I give you the utmost respect. And it's because I peep game. I know what a lot of people don't know about you. And that is you are a master tactician. You just don't show your hand. I say this a lot, and I try to tell LVJ this. You are a master tactician. You are a master planner. You see things coming from a mile away where other people don't see them. I see them because I happen to think that way. But, and this is my first question to you, and it's purely based on your combat background, because that implies that you do plan, you do strategize. Is that what gives you the leg up? Is because you do have that background and you do plan? Is that why you feel like you have a leg up on everybody? Because I see it.
That's the polite answer. Yes. My combat background does give me tactical advantage. The polite answer is I have a high fight IQ. The real answer is it's genetically impossible for anybody to have a leg up on me once that bell rings. It's I've simply been born superior. I've been born with every advantage that a human being can be born with. I was born with in an abundance, and I've just gotten to a point in my life that I'm done mingling with the common folk and pretending to be one of them. That didn't get me the acceptance, so I'm done trying to get people to accept me. I understand why they don't accept me. I reflect back everything that they aren't. I embody entitlement. I personify privilege. I'm one of one, man. And I always give the polite answer on these interviews. Yes, my combat background gives me the tactical advantage, and it's just to make your viewers and the people who've been on this podcast before me not feel bad about their measly existence. But past that, Cavens is on cloud 9 right now because I took my eye off the ball for 1 second, and all of a sudden this is the greatest moment in MPX history. You know, before that, a few years ago they said his debut was the greatest debut in MPX history. You know what happened in that debut? He got beaten within an inch of his life by yours truly. You know what I mean? It sounds like his greatest moments are just from him just standing next to me. My greatness is contagious. Cavens, you're welcome. But we're gonna deal with that. Oh, I can't wait. I'm counting the days down. I'm counting the days down. When I was champion, I count the days up. But I've been counting the days down. I've been counting the days down. Yeah.
Now, I gave you your props. Do you feel like you underestimated what Cavens was capable of in this match? Because you said you put your eye off the ball for a second. Do you feel like you weren't worried about him because you did beat him before?
I mean, you know what I also realized is I'm gonna try to give the polite answer. Yes, I underestimated Delin Cavens. I'll say that. Or should I say that I had to defend my championship twice in 48 hours?
That's a polite answer because that is
I had to defend my title twice in 48 hours. In what we might as well call a glorified 3-on-1 handicap match. We might as well call it that. We're not going to talk about that, though. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about the Pruitts and the Palmers having me jump through hoop after hoop after hoop after hoop, trying to get that championship off of me. They think I don't see it, but I do. Like, again, I'm 5 steps ahead of it. I know the game. I know the game, and I play it well.
You're saying there's a conspiracy at MPX against JD Griffey.
Are you saying that there isn't? That's the real question.
It's interesting that you say that. It's interesting that you say that because during the match, you said something that piqued my interest. And let's just face it, Saturday night was a weird night. It really was overall. It was a weird night. A lot of stuff happened, but one thing that piqued my interest is that you told the referee you paid them. Is that a fact?
Are we throwing stones at me for compensating?
I'm just referees? Asking a question.
See, I'm trying to figure out.
I'm just asking a question.
See, LVJ put me up on game. He say you like to stir the pot a little bit.
I'm not stirring the pot. I'm just asking.
He told me he told me you like to stir the pot a little bit. Are you? Am I in the wrong? Because the Metroplex Wrestling referees, their safety wasn't taken into account. They haven't been properly compensated for the job that they do.
Wow.
Right? You feel what are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
They had to go on strike. And when did that strike end? Right? In the title match.
So I'm just I gotta ask: did you pay the referees? Are you behind any of that activity that they had going on?
I'm not behind any activity. What I gave Travis Trueborn was hazard pay because I know how fatal 4-ways can get. I knew that Tatum Manning, Demo Diamond, JD Griffey and Delin Cavens in a match like that, in a prize fight, anything can happen. So I was giving him hazard pay because he's putting his life on the line to go out there with, you know, the greatest of all time and 3 ignoble mouth breathers. And so I just wanted to make sure that I compensated him properly, you know.
So this is an insurance policy for JD Griffey.
I mean, if you look, these are your words. I'm done trying to clean up your words. You know, like I'm gonna let you tell your story, and then I'm gonna say what it is.
I'm just trying to confirm. To me, it sounds like an insurance policy because if something were to go awry,
why shouldn't our referees be insured? The danger that they put themselves in.
That's true, but they were wilding out Saturday, and the fact that came up in the title match is something that piqued my interest. And it also what they executed and who they executed it on will have strong repercussions. So you saying that you had nothing to do with any of the nefarious activities they were into, that kind of clears your name a little bit.
There's never been dirt on my name. That's crazy. The insinuation that there was ever dirt on my name is crazy work. But you know, again, you know, we're gonna let Kel tell his story. You know, there's a saying in the Griffey household: "Kel can go to hell." But
wow,
I just coined it. I just made it up.
What I do?
I just made it up. But anyway,
what did I do? What did I do?
As we were, yeah. Cause see, you and JJ, yeah, JJ on my shit list too, man. Like you guys spin your stories, right? You know, and I know it's for views. I know y'all know I'm the greatest. Y'all spin your story, but then when I see you face to face, it's a whole nother conversation.
It's the same conversation we've been having. Just so happens we've had countless guests on the show. You and LVJ seem to be the only two that have an issue with the questioning. But the truth is, we're following the facts. The facts tell us one thing, so I have to ask the question, just like JJ.
Let me ask you a question then. If you saw that an organization had their world champion defend the title twice in 48 hours, something that's unprecedented in this company, you don't find that strange?
It's not unusual, no. One would actually say that's a fighting champion. It's not unusual.
Okay. Okay.
It really isn't unusual.
So let me ask you a follow-up question. Since you're not good at asking questions, I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna get your perspective. Since you're not good at doing your research and asking all the right questions, I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
What do you think is in the future for Delin Cavens now that he has my property? That he is uncrowned the rightful champion? Do you think that makes me less dangerous or more dangerous?
I think it makes you more dangerous, but I also think Delin Cavens, out of his own mouth, will welcome that challenge as long as it's a fair fight. He welcomes it, and he knows he has a target on his back. He said that before he got the title, and he didn't even know he was in line for the title. So I think Delin Cavens will have a big 2026.
If he makes it to 2026, you operating under the assumption that somebody is going to usurp me without incident? Is that what you think is happening there? Wow. You think Delin Cavens is going to usurp me without incident?
You know what? That remains to be seen. But all I'm saying is the champion, and you know this, the champion becomes 30% better with the title. I don't have to tell you this. So whatever Delin Cavens you faced before, he's going to automatically have something more to fight for. That makes him just as dangerous as without it.
And yet, he's still the definitive underdog as far as I'm concerned. He's not. Look, the next time he and I are face to face in the ring, he's not going to be fighting for pride. He's not going to be fighting for a championship. He's not going to be fighting for the adulation and adoration of the MPX addicts. He's not going to be fighting for. He's going to be fighting for his life. The only thing I'm concerned about is the food chain, and he's on it. That is very unfortunate. I know that's your guy, but he's out of there. He's out of there. If you got anything important to say to him, you better get it done.
So you're coming to Saturday.
He eating through a straw all 2026. You think what Tommy Becker did to him was crazy work? Man, listen.
Wow.
Listen. Ask all of my old adversaries if I'm playing. You can't ask them. They're not here no more. They don't wrestle no more.
Wow. So you're trying to your goal right now is to end the career of Delin Cavens. Yeah,
he's trespassing. And I blame the addicts. I blame the MPX addicts. It's the addicts' fault. Like, this is the thing, like, a lot of these guys, they go out there and they put their bodies on the line. They destroy their bodies week after week just for the addicts. Look, I'm not trying to have 5-star matches. I'm not trying to put on these classics to have these guys on their message boards. There's no gimmicks. They gave it their heart and they gave it their all. Look, I don't care about 5-star matches. I don't care about classics. I don't care about none of that. I'll let Demo, Tatum, Brada Kaimi, Cavens, I'll let all those guys go be crash test dummies for the MPX addicts. I'm a prize fighter. I fight to win. That's all I care about. And they booed me for it. Who's the first Mr. MPX? You're looking at him. Who's had the most title reigns? You're looking at him. Who has the longest title reign? You're looking at him. I had the shortest one until Tatum Manning. Appreciate you, bro.
Wow.
This is what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't want to give me my flowers. And that's cool. Y'all don't want to give me my flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my flowers at the funeral of Delin Cavens' career this Saturday.
That's crazy work. Anyway, that's crazy work. We have a question from JJ, who's in the chat. Couldn't be here tonight, but he is in the chat. Is the MPX title the first belt you want back, or do you have sights set on the Revolver Texas title too?
I mean, it's the title that I never lost. How did Mr. Ball say it? Never lost. I never lost it. And I haven't gotten a rematch. This is what I'm saying. The conspiracy is not just at MPX. It's at Revolver as well. Because before Crash had a title match with me, he got a title match with KJ Orso for the Revolver Texas title, and he lost. And then you telling me 5 days later, he has a title match with the MPX champion against the guy who never lost the Texas title. Make it make sense.
You're bringing up compelling arguments. You really are. Those are hard to argue. But the fact is, you fought for these championships. The MPX championship on its own
is owed to me.
You think it's owed to you. So you think that you're entitled to a rematch.
Do you disagree? No, I'm not entitled to a rematch. I'm you know what, Cavens? I hope you see this. I'm gonna do something for you. I'm gonna give you an opportunity that I've never given anybody else. I'm going to spare you. All you have to do is this Saturday, show up, meet me in the ring, hand me my championship, and I'll let you walk away.
That's not going to happen. You know that's not going to happen.
Don't say I didn't give him a chance then.
That's like saying jump off the bridge, man.
Don't say I didn't give him a chance then.
It's like the mint chocolate chip ice cream of choice.
Don't say I didn't give him a chance then.
That's not going to happen.
Don't say I didn't give him a chance then. And Tatum and whoever wins the bid for the shot caller, bro, I'm done with the shot caller thing too. The next shot caller, use it in my match if you want to. What happens is going to be on your hand. Bro, I'm tired of playing. That's what I'm saying. Everybody talking about We're not talking about all my accomplishments. We're not talking about all the bodies that I've dropped for the entirety of my career. All I keep hearing is that it's from your mouth, Kelvin. Demo Diamond has scored a pinfall on Shady JD Griffey. Tatum Manning has scored a pinfall on Shady JD Griffey. We're talking about practice. We're not talking about the greatest of all time and all the bodies I dropped every time that I've defied the odds and won. We're not talking about that. We're talking about practice. So to answer the question that JJ asked, I'm taking everything back. That's mine. I'm taking everything back. That's mine. I owe Rich Swann a fade. I owe Moose a fade. I owe Delin Cavens a fade. I owe KJ Orso a fade. I owe Brick Savage a fade. There's a lot of people I owe a fade. And I'm running fades all 2026. I'm the fade runner 2026. I'm running fades all year.
So speaking of Brick, when's that gonna happen? I need to see it. There's unfinished business there with you and them.
I mean, last time I was in there with them, they, and the other, I put them to sleep, didn't I? The winner take all match. Yeah. I remember I was there. Sleeping on the job. Brick Savage sleeping on the job. Crazy work. Crazy work.
Filthy work.
Wow.
That's filthy work.
Wow. I saw it live. That's neither here nor there, though. The point is this. We're going into this Saturday in a 6-man tag match.
Yep.
I had to make a phone call. I ain't talked to nobody all week on the phone. I've been ducking LVJ's calls. I ain't answered his phone call. I haven't answered Alfred's phone call. But I made a call to Joe Angelo Garcia, Old Faithful. And Cavens is going out there with the Sons of Mayhem, 2 guys that I already tried to mentor, 2 guys that have already let me down. This is not ending. This match is not going to end how he thinks.
You think so?
He in there with 2 people that didn't already let me down. He in there with 2 people that's already scared of me. And and don't think I didn't forget a few years ago when I had the Texas Rumble in the bag and Red Chambers eliminated me. I ain't forget. I ain't forgot.
Thank you for reminding me. There's a pressing question that I got to ask you. Please don't get mad because I just have to ask. LVJ, you've been mentoring him, and it's all been about gold, chasing gold, becoming champion. What does that relationship look like without you being the MPX champion? Does it change?
Rephrase that. I don't like the way you dressed it. Rephrase it.
I'll rephrase it. Do your goals.
Slick, you think you slick,
I just said don't get mad. Bro. I just said don't get mad. I have to ask.
You're not gonna catch me on the bro. Like, all right, man. Go ahead. Ask your question.
I have to ask. Do your goals for LVJ stay the same because it's been about gold, or do they change? Because now the path to the MPX Championship is wide open. That's all I'm asking. You have obstacles to get there. Right now, the only
obstacle I have is Ernie Pruitt, Audie Pruitt, Matthew Palmer, and Athena Palmer. Them the only obstacles. I just need them to send me the contract so I can sign it so I can get this done. Them the only obstacles.
Right.
Caven's not in the way. LVJ, like my relationship with LVJ has not changed. I'm a little upset with the results that he's yielded. I'm definitely displeased with the results he's yielded, but I chose him because out of everyone in set 6, I believe that he has all of the tools to, when it's all said and done, to be one of the greats to walk through this building. Okay. And that's the thing. When I take you on as my apprentice, as Darth Bane would say, one to embody the power, the other to crave it. You feel what I'm saying? And I think with LBJ, he has my grace because he's had to pull double duty. His job, his first job, is to be excellent at every turn. He is meant to be an extension of my dominance. And it's been difficult for him to do so, but there's been a lot of bullets that would have hit me in the back if LVJ didn't take them on. So there's a lot of bullet wounds on him that was meant for me. So I have to also take that into account.
I get that. I respect that. I
But
definitely
I'm very
respect
displeased with that. So this Saturday, he know what my silence means. My silence is never acceptance. He understands that my silence is not acceptance. My silence is not forgiveness. My silence is nothing needs to be said. You know what I expect. And bringing Joe in is just proof that I'm 5 steps ahead of it. I already know how this night's gonna play out on Saturday. I know something that everybody in that building don't know.
All right, you've piqued my interest. I had a plan in my head, but it didn't go how I thought it went. Now you got the phone call you told me you made kind of has my ears perked up a little bit.
Look, Joe Angelo Garcia, I mean, like, and I feel like he's somebody who's been slept on. He's somebody who's been
most
slept
definitely
on his entire career. And so it's like I said, man, I realized that I had more enemies than I realized. That there were adversaries that I weren't taking into account because they posed no danger athletically. But I also realized that the numbers game always has to be taken into account. You get enough insects, they become hard to step on, but I don't think that'll be a problem moving forward.
Fair enough. Last question, and I got to ask this one too. What was up with Alfred?
Elaborate.
He was off his game. In
what way?
He was supposed to help you out. The shot caller came in, and I thought there was going to be some assistance there. Didn't pan out how you thought.
He's been reprimanded. He's been thoroughly reprimanded. That won't happen again.
Are we going to see Alfred again? Please say no.
Well, of course, he's a 3rd generation servant of this family. It will be rude to his grandfather who served under my grandfather, his father who served under my father. It would be rude for me to discard him after one mistake. I wouldn't do that.
So it's a family business. Understood.
I wouldn't do that.
Understood.
I wouldn't do that. Let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
What do you think is going to happen to Delin Cavens? Because see, I realize you like the rest of the MPX addicts. You guys seem to cut for the guys who try to break their neck for y'all's approval. And listen, nobody's put his body through more trauma than Delin Cavens. Out of respect for the addicts, I guess, or the guy might have a death wish. I don't know at this point. He's walking around my property, so I guess he does have a death wish.
Wow. The MPX addicts, they respect that. It is a crowd. The MPX addicts, they are our family. Let's face it, they are our family, and they look.
They're a family that eat at my table.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you don't treat them like family. You treat them like peasants. They don't respect you for that. They respect someone like a Delin Cavens who invites them on the ride with them. You don't care. I respect that you don't care because I respect that you're about gold. But if we're being honest, if we're being real, the MPX addicts won't respect
Don't like winners.
They love winners. They obviously, the place went crazy when Delin won the title. They love winners.
Too soon. Easy.
You know what? That was that was harsh. My bad. That was harsh. But
it's all fun and games until I jump the guardrail, Kelvin.
Noted. That was harsh. My bad. But I'm saying they love people who accept them and invite them in and be on the ride with them and share the emotion with them. That is what it's all about. The MPX addicts gravitate towards that. That's why you see people like Man all of a sudden being loved by the addicts, because he didn't care, now he does. And they love him for it. Win or lose, they're gonna love him. Win or lose, they will love you. That is the addicts.
All the addicts do, they try to distract me. They boo, you suck, all of that. Like I've had my fill of it. I've had my fill of it. I'm not taking these people on the ride with me. I'm not inviting these people as if we're family. Like, we're nothing alike. I'm nothing like these people, bro. I've tried to pretend to be, and I didn't like the way those clothes fit me. I didn't like what do I have in common with people whose lives is at every turn has been met with disappointment? Like, look, all these people reek of dashed dreams and disappointment, bro. That's why they relate to somebody like Cavens, man. You know, and I would say to Cavens, like, bro, you just got engaged. You got your whole future ahead of you. Why are you provoking me? What would that do?
I don't see him winning the title as provoking you.
Bro, what would that do to your fiance if she saw me beat you within an inch of your life, my man? You think she gonna let you come up to the MPX Event Center after that? Don't break up a happy home. Just bring me my title back, bro.
Wow.
And we're good.
Wow.
Don't break up a happy home.
That sounds like a threat.
How dare you? How dare you?
It does. It does.
Look, I'm talking about the spirit of competition. You know how that's why they play the video. Don't try this at home. You know how dangerous this environment is. You know how dangerous it is. You know how that's why you respect us as wrestlers. That's why you respect what we do, because you even from the sidelines, you be sideline hating most of the time, but even you understand how dangerous what we do is.
It's very dangerous. But the goal really is to make it home. You don't want him to make it home. That's wild.
Well, I never said that I didn't want him to make it home. I'm giving him every opportunity to make it home. See, you see how you painting me? You painting me in this negative light as if I don't want him to make it home. When I'm sitting here and saying all he got to do is hand me the championship and I'll let him walk away. Is that not what I said?
You did say that.
Is that not what I said?
You did say that, but the way you phrase it is like, just give me what I want. And it'll be a shame if you didn't. That's my boss stuff, bro.
What are you talking? See, I gave an option. People like me.
Crappy option.
Listen, there are two types of people. There are the people who are like me, who make demands to people like Caven. Now you take that for what that can mean whatever you want it to mean. I like to call it the haves and the have-nots, but whatever.
I don't like this at all. I don't like this. I don't like where this
I like
is
to
going.
say, I like to say the elites and wherever he's from. You know, I understand why, you know, I'm not from the hood like set 6, you know. My first car was a CLK, man's first car, he stole it, you know. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway,
that is crazy. Come on, JD.
Listen,
Come on,
man. All I'm saying is this. Let me get back to what I was. All I'm saying is this. You're trying to paint it as if I'm threatening him and I don't want him to make it home, when I just said how he can make it back home. All he has to do is return my property to me. Stop listening to the MPX addicts. They don't care about you, Cavens. They don't care about you. They don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't cheer all the times you done been dumped on your head. They would have told you, hey, after Tommy Becker broke your ankle, hey, don't go back out there. Don't go back out there. If they cared about your safety, all they care is that you entertain. You are willing to break your neck to entertain these people. And all you have to do is hand me my property and I'll let you walk away. And they'll respect you, because they would do the exact same thing if I was in their face and I told them, give me what I want. They would do the exact same thing. They would hand me what I asked for. These people can't judge you, Cavens. Do the right thing, bro. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to mentor you, bro. I'm trying to mentor you, Cavens. Help me help you, Cavens. Help me help you, bro.
Hold on, because we're not judging. He earned that. He earned it.
He did. He earned it. And
so
now,
why do you want him to give you something he earned? He earned that title. Why do you want him? I understand.
Well, I don't want him to earn something and then end up in an earn. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's all I'm saying.
Gosh. Oh my god.
You can't go from earn to earn. You know what I'm saying? Those are homonyms. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But like that light bars. But anyway,
that
light, that's light. That was light. That's a light bar.
Wow.
I'm simply saying we gave the addicts their feel-good moment to end the year. You had your upset victory. That no-name guy beat Floyd Mayweather and shocked the world. Okay? Now, it's time for us to go back to reality. That's what I get it. You guys come to wrestling shows, you want to escape reality. Now we need to get back to reality. Cavens, people like you got speed, athleticism, creativity. You have every advantage. The only disadvantage you have is you're a good wrestler in an era of wrestling that I exist. It's just not, it is what it is. So we got to get back to reality. Give me my championship back and you can continue your career. Or
okay. I'm not gonna push the issue. You
keep trying to make it more than what it is.
I'm not. I promise I'm not. You're
supposed to be hyping the Rumble. You're supposed to be hyping all of these things, and you over here trying to stir stuff up.
I'm not.
You're trying to provoke me. You're trying to provoke me. But if I see you face to face, you be like, "Hey, I was just asking the question. I'm
telling you now. I have an obligation to ask the question. How you answer it is how you answer it. I'm not trying. There's no agenda here. No agenda. No disrespect. I just have to ask the question respectfully. That's it. Oh, wow. Anyway, since you talked about the Rumble, obviously there's gonna be the Rumble. It's in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
What's your plans to get there? Obviously, you want to be the champion. If some miracle happens and you're not champion,
you want to be the champion. That's crazy.
I'm just saying, obviously, you want your title back. If for some odd reason that does not happen, what are your plans going into the Rumble? Because right now, you don't have a title shot. If MPX management, like you say, aren't doing the right thing, do you see yourself getting into the Rumble?
I mean, look, we gotta just let's lay it all out there, man. Like some miracle. We out of miracles, right? Look, Christ walked on water. He healed the sick, fed the hungry. Cavens won the title. We out of miracles. Divine intervention. We out of it. It's time to get back to reality. It's time to get back to it. The minute the Palmers and the Pruitts send me that contract for my title match, it's up. It's up for him. It's up for Cavens. I'm not even concerned with the Rumble. I'm not concerned with the Rumble at all. It's going to make MPX a lot of money because everybody's going to be wondering who's going to be facing Shady JD Griffey. It's got. My point of watching the Rumble is scouting. I'm gonna be scouting. I'm gonna see the combat awareness, the tactical awareness of these people being in a Rumble, you know, over the top row. I'm gonna be able to scout every possibility, prepare for every outcome. I know what's happening. I know what's up. Give me what I want.
You know, by Rumble, you will be champion.
I know by divine right, I will be champion. By divine right, I will be champion. Who else gonna be champion? Who else? Who? Like, be honest with yourself. See, this is what this is my problem with JJ. This is my problem with JJ. JJ let you spout this foolishness. Instead of he let you spout this foolishness instead of having like a real friend look, I'm gonna be a friend. I'm gonna have a real conversation with you for a second.
Okay, let's have a conversation.
Be honest with yourself for 2 seconds. Bro, who else could possibly be champion by February 7th, bro? Honestly.
Delin Cavens.
You're wilding. You're wilding.
It's
you're wilding. You're wilding. You're wilding. You're wilding. How?
Delin Cavens. I feel like, and this goes back to my very first question. Do you feel like you underestimated Delin Cavens? And the way that you're talking right now, you're underestimating Delin Cavens. And it's not saying that the belief that you will be champion is a fallacy. It's not. I understand that you.
I feel like I feel like I'm the expert when it comes to being MPX champion. Nobody's done it more than me.
This is true, but also you're underestimating the capability of Delin Cavens. The fact that he was in this match and got the job done should tell you a lot about him.
The shot caller.
So you're blaming Kari.
I mean, look, what happened the last time I was in there with Kari? He just now recovered from his concussion.
Oh my goodness.
He just now recovered from his concussion. This is what I'm talking about. Like, last time you saw Kari, he was getting bodied by who? Exactly.
Yeah, but you also, and that brings up another question. Once that match was over, there was a bit of respect there. Was that just respect on a good fight?
And I learned my lesson. What did he do with that respect? The next time I see him, I'm gonna have a different conversation. Yeah, I told him because look, that man was in autopilot. I'm telling you, 2 minutes into the match, he didn't know where he was. The lights weren't on, but nobody was home, as they say. And his ability to endure and endure and endure and endure. That man wrestled that match on autopilot. I was impressed. And I told him, that's how you're supposed to fight. From now on, that's how you fight. I gave that respect. It's a respect I don't give many. And what did he do with that respect? He tried to hand Delin Cavens a victory. You keep talking about Cavens earned some stuff. You keep saying earned.
He did.
Bro.
He got the 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
That's earning it.
Hold on. Where was that energy when I got the 1, 2, 3 on Tatum Manning? Where was that energy?
I gave you that.
Where was that energy?
I gave you that respect.
All I heard was, "Oh, shady. He's shady." He said, "This one." Y'all pick and choose, bro. I see what y'all on, bro. I see what y'all on, bro. It's cooler, bro. It's cooler. It's cooler.
I gave you that respect. Did I like the tactic?
Hey,
no.
Matt, I ain't signing on for no more of these podcasts, man. Matt, I ain't signing on for no more of these podcasts, Palmer.
Listen, I gave you all the respect. Did I like the tactic? No. Did I appreciate it? Yes. I said this. You are a master tactician. You know when to choose your spots. You know this. That is respect given. The fact that you went in there and you took advantage of Tatum Manning.
All right, let's stop dancing around. Let me cut you off. I'm gonna stop dancing around.
Go ahead.
Tears in your eyes when Cavens won that championship. Tears in your eyes, bro.
Absolutely.
Tears in your eyes.
Absolutely.
My defeat was met with thunderous applause, and I got a problem with it. I'm tired of playing. I'm tired of saying what I'm supposed to say, doing what I'm supposed to do. When every time I go out there in a building that I've kept open for a company that I've kept running, because when stuff gets low, my phone rings. my phone rings. Not your phone, not Demo's phone, not Cavens' phone, not Kari's phone, not Tatum's phone. My phone rings. And I got to go out there and I listen to people boo me, tell me I suck, all kinds of stuff. Every game, the building that I kept open, we need to call the MPX Event Center the Griffey Combat Sports Arena. And every time I walk into that event center, the MPX addicts make it feel like an away game. A place that I make a home for them, they treat it and make it an away game. I'm done with that. You had tears in your eyes. Explain yourself, homie. Explain yourself. You had tears of joy in my worst moment. Explain yourself. And be wise with your words. Be wise with your words.
Okay. Respect. The tears weren't for him beating you. The tears were for him overcoming. Because if I'm being completely honest, and since we're on this wave of honesty, I got to be completely honest with you. I didn't know if Delin Cavens was capable of beating you. I did not know that. I don't think the addicts in that arena saw it coming. That's what made that moment all more special. Yeah, it was a bad moment for you. It sucked for you. But guess what? It's because he was our guy. We wanted him to win. And guess what? A mountain moved and he won. And I'm telling you, since he moved that mountain, I'm pretty sure that he's confident that he can stay on top of it. So why not cheer for him? I understand. You want your title back. I get that. I understand that completely. But the fact that Delin Cavens, a guy that nobody had winning that match, there were every MPX champion before him in that ring. He won. He beat the odds. If we're being honest, people thought Demo was going to win that match. If not Demo, Tatum.
Make that make sense to me, bro. So this is what I'll be talking about right here. It's this stuff right here that this is why y'all get under my skin. And I'm mad that I've even allowed it. I'm mad that I've even given you this time. It's time of my life I can't get back. Because you people, you don't cheer the greatest of all time. You don't cheer the guy who has been training in multiple martial arts since he was 7 years old. Since I've put 10 toes down in this industry, all I have done is exceed expectations. And instead of cheering that guy, because I didn't have to put the work in. Look at me, brother. I didn't have to put the work in. I was born in first place. I didn't have to put the work in. I got back in last place with the rest of you fine people. And I still worked my way to the front. I've been at the top I've been resting in the lead. You might as well give me a pillow and a cover. And instead of respecting that guy, no, I see you guys with tears in your eyes, thunderous applause, cheering for a charity case, a diversity hire as far as I'm concerned. Cavens can't hang with me. He's a diversity hire as far as I'm concerned.
And this is why we cheer him. That's why we cheer him. And we're not taking anything away from you, JD. We're not. We're taking absolutely nothing away from you. I know your background. I see that. I see the work that you're putting in. But also, since you did it, and I'm not saying this wrong because you put in the work, you absolutely have the right to do that. It's just going to rub people the wrong way. You throw it in people's face, and it rubs them the wrong way. Yeah, you're accomplished. Yeah, you put in a whole bunch of work. But throwing that in people's faces like, I did it.
Kelvin, if you look like me, if you move like me, if you had the swagger like I, would you not talk about it too? Would you be humble? Be honest with yourself for a second.
I just said
if you looked in the mirror and you saw this, you would find it very difficult to have humility, brother. I promise you.
I know that.
I've done the research. You feel what I'm saying?
I know that, but I also know the curse of that, because it is a gift and a curse. The curse of that is because you are so good. You've had to be so good. You are so boisterous. People don't look at confidence the way a lot of other people who've done it looked at it. I understand that. But I also understand when you're in front of the MPX Addicts crowd, they cheer for the guy that invites them in on it. You don't. That's why they cheer for Cavens. That's why they cheer for these other guys. And that's why no matter what you do, no matter what you put in, you're a 5-time MPX champion. You're the ace of MPX. And guess what? You're still hated for it because you throw it in people's faces. You're not humble. And I get it. You don't have to be. But you're not humble. The MPX addicts respect the grinder that puts their head down.
I came here to promote the Rumble. I came here to promote my 6th MPX championship reign. I didn't come here for an intervention, man. I didn't come here for. I asked the question why you had tears in your eyes. In my moment of defeat, why did you have tears of joy? And you have yet to answer that question.
I said it. It wasn't for you. It was for Cavens overcoming. That's why I had tears in my eyes. It wasn't for you. It wasn't because you lost. Although,
are you saying that this isn't about me? Are you saying that MPX don't revolve around me? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
No, it's what it sounds like.
See, now you're trying to bait me. No,
I ain't trying to bait you.
Game from
you
LBJ
said it wasn't
too.
about you. You said it wasn't about. Then who was it about? When you come to an MPX show, who else would it be about?
It was about. All right, in that match, it was about you and your championship. But after that match, it's no longer about you and your championship. It's about Cavens and his championship. And that is the clearest, most unbiased answer I can give you. It wasn't about booing you. It was about cheering Cavens.
You're all becoming a distraction, if I'm being honest. I need silence while I impart violence.
Okay.
I need silence while I impart violence. And you got
you'll never get that. And especially if you're in the ring with someone like Delin Cavens, you won't get that.
I'm gonna tell you like this. The more they cheer, the worse it's gonna be. I've listen. I've been giving opportunities. All I've been doing is giving opportunities out. MPX addicts. The louder you cheer for Delin Cavens, the worse his night gonna be.
Wow. Well, we'll find out Saturday because you will be in the same arena, same ring, same time this Saturday. And that's where we'll start. Now, anything above that, we'll just have to look out for. But before we get out of here, any last parting shots?
I hope that you are in attendance this Saturday. I hope that you're in attendance. I hope JJ, I hope he's in attendance. If you aren't there, 510 Harwood Road, Bedford, Texas. If you aren't there, I hope that you're watching on Twitch. I need you to understand that I'm everything that I say. I might as well be a prophet. I might as well be a modern day prophet because I done told y'all how this is going to play out. And because y'all decided not to like me, y'all don't want to believe it. But tune in. I've seen this movie already. Tune in. Tune in. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
Pull up.
Okay.
Show out.
We will see you guys Saturday. We will see you guys Saturday. But I'm not going to leave it on a bad note. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the conversation. And listen, I know this wasn't the greatest talk. I know. We had to hammer some hard situations, but you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to come back on the show. I know you said you don't want to, but the doors.
I'll be back as soon as I get my championship. Bragging rights. Oh yeah. Because I didn't expect to come on this show and have the content of my character assassinated. But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that where it's at. We're gonna leave that where it's at. I'm gonna say what I'm supposed to. Thank you for your time. I've enjoyed being here. Thank you guys. I really enjoy these podcasts and I love it. And I just thank you guys for having me. And I can't wait to come back.
Oh, wow. On that note, thank you guys for tuning in. Come see it Saturday. If you can't get there, twitch.tv/Metroplex Wrestling. It's going to be a good one. But until then, y'all know what it is. Be safe. Take care of each other. Peace.
And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmicks.